Hello, my name's Will Noble, and today we're going to do DA5 assignment, dealing with the motor driver, the PWM, UART, and the, the driver itself, the motor, using the potentiometer. So basically, just give the rundown. We have our basic startup with our code. We got the clock, we got the includes, have everything start up. We have the global variables. We have the UART overdrive, we have the UART PWM value, and the pulse counter. Come down here, we have our UART functions. Those don't change, they naturally, they usually stay the same. So these are all like the subroutines that we have for that. Then we come over to the ADC functions. We have this, we have the ADC read, and then for the PWM setup, we have this all connected to the port D. And here's the setup for that. Then we have the motor direction control. That's also connected to port D, given that's going to be set up with the motor driver. Then we have the input capture setup. This is more strictly looking over for the PWM, or the RPM, excuse me. That's going to be connected to port B. It's going to be a pull-up. And then we have the void start timer, the void. We have the TT. We have the, pretty much we're saying the no prescaler, so we set that to 1, so it's the fastest resolution. Then we have the ISR counter right here. This is, when we use the UART, we're going to send that string right there, and then when we have that, boom, it's going to pop up right there. Then for the UART command parser, this is the fun part that comes in, because this right here is all the calculations that we can to overwrite the ADC control. So if we want to put in a certain value, like have the PWM be at 200, we can overwrite the system over the ADC reads, and it will spin at that PWM value. That's how we like to do that, and then that's how this is set up right here. And then if we have it too long, then it'll be like, oh, the seed command is too long, or it's an invalid PWM. We don't want to have that. And then the main function is here where we sum it all up together, and basically this is how we read that in and calculating the RPM every 1 second, and then that's how we have that set up at the end of it. Alright, so then we go ahead and start it up. I'll go ahead and I'm going to press build to see if it builds. It builds just fine, and then now we can go ahead and start it up. Then it's going to load, writing. Then you go to the terminal window. And this is my board right here, as you can clearly see. This is how we have that set up. So I don't want to move it too much, but this is how this is all set up. But you can see the motor right here, and that's going to be spinning once I have that settled. Starts up. As you can see, it's already spinning. As you can see. Now when we connect, you're reading the ADC value and you're reading the PWM value. So when I come right here and I twist this potentiometer, it's going to slow down. Yeah, so that's what's going to happen right there. And then I can turn it back up and it's going to spin again. Now the cool part is when I come to this right here, I can override it. I can put this as 0 and the PWM will stop spinning. But if I put in 100, it's going to go here. If I, let's say, make it 255. And boom, you see that. Now if I want to just make it regular reading the ADC value, I can press A. Just go back to ADC mode. Another cool trick is too, I can also capture the um, the RPM by also connecting one of the pieces to ground. And when I capture that, we see the RPM value. Now let's see this on a graph. So now I'm going to do some behind the scenes work, but I'm going to show you the full graph of this. So I come back here and go ahead and I'm going to add something to the screen. So now you get to see that. So let me know. So if you could be able to see that, yes. So now when I connect that, then you're gonna have to give it some time. Sometimes takes a while. Now what I could do is this. I could run it again. It's gonna take some time. My apologies. You can fast forward this video once you see the end results. Sometimes the serial plotter wants to do his thing, sometimes it doesn't. Now you should see the graph. Let me do it this way. My apologies. I'm going to have to reopen this up. Sorry, give me one quick second. Uh, Sorry, folks. Give me one quick second. Let me disconnect that and let me go ahead and go back to there we go. I just had to turn that off. So as you can see, when I change it, then we can see the graph moving up and down. And then when I connect that, I capture the RPM. Yeah, and I captured that. Let's see if I get to see that. Yep, and there it is. And that's pretty much it for this video. Thank you for stopping by.